And we're live! Hi, everybody! Welcome to Book Battles, Episode 7. Oh my goodness gracious, guys, we're on Episode 7. I am so excited to be here. I can't wait for this. This is one of my favorite episodes that we're going to do yet because we have some amazing authors here for you guys on this channel for this particular episode of Book Battles. Guys, I am so excited to introduce these authors to you. So I'm going to go ahead and let them actually introduce themselves, and they can say who they are, where they're from, some of the books they've written, and what they're reading right now. So how about Jessica, why don't you start?
Oh, I just realized I tweeted the wrong link to my followers, so I'm gonna...
That's okay. Don't follow Jessica's link, guys.
Don't go to that link.
Don't do it.
It's nothing bad, don't worry. Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm Jessica Brody. I'm the author of a bunch of novels like The Karma Club and the Unremembered Trilogy, and most recently Boys of Summer. And A Week of Mondays comes out in like 4 days.
Week of Mondays, guys, comes out very soon. I've read it.
She's got it, yay.
Yep, see, I got it. I read it, and it was hilarious. I really enjoyed this book. I had trouble getting attached to the main character at first, but over the course of the story, I was like liking her much more and more. I feel like that each time she got better and better. So it's really good. Yes. And then what are you reading right now, Jessica?
Oh, what am I reading right now? Okay, so I'm reading a secret book for a friend as like a beta reader, so I won't talk about that. But I'm also reading Megan Miranda's All the Missing Girls, which is really good so far.
What's that about?
Oh, it's an adult novel about a girl who goes missing 10 years after another girl goes missing, and it's actually the two missing cases are related, but the story is told in reverse. It's very cool and complex, and yeah, it's awesome.
That's so cool. I'll have to write that down. So, Len, how about you next?
I guess, sorry, Brenna, we're going in alphabetical order.
Sorry.
So,
my life.
Yeah. And usually I'm last, but thank you for being a Yovanoff. So I'm Len Vlahos. I'm the author of The Scar Boys and its sequel Scar Girl, both punk rock coming of age novels set in the 80s, and then I have a new book coming out with Bloomsbury in January called Life in a Fishbowl, which is a quirky little story with a talking brain tumor. We'll kind of leave it at that.
It happens. I'm reading it right now, and I love the voices in it, the different perspectives so far, even just only like a chapter or two in, it's really good.
Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of an ensemble cast. It's a weird thing. So. No,
but I also really liked Scar Boys too, because one of my favorite things about this was how it was written and the structure of it, because I loved his hindsight of it. The main character is writing like a college essay, for those of you who don't know, and it goes back and chronicles like some of the most important things in his life. And I loved how it was reflective, almost of like, I wish I had done this, but this is what actually I did. And that was really interesting to me. I liked the structure of it a lot and how it brought a different spin to it, in my opinion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, of course. It's the least I can say. And what are you reading right now?
Well, so I'm listening to Neil Gaiman's View from the Cheap Seats, which is his essays on sort of book introduction, speeches, essays on, that's it. On
Let me just pull everything off my bookshelf.
On writing and reading, and I'm loving it. First of all, I could listen to that man read anything.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. But then I realized, I've never really, other than Persepolis, had never really read a graphic novel. So I went out, and I'm now reading Sandman. So.
Nice. Good. I'm excited. I want to read Sandman. I'm reading Lumberjanes right now, graphic novel-wise, and I'm excited to read that one. Brenna, my dear.
I'm Brenna.
What do you do?
I write books about monsters and kissing, and monsters who like kissing, and people who act like monsters.
Basically.
Basically, that's the rundown. My most recent book came out in May, and it's called Places No One Knows. It is an uncomfortable love story.
I don't know how to describe this book. It's so good, but I'm like, I don't know how, like, where does it fit? I have no clue.
I don't know how to describe it either, so I'm just calling it an uncomfortable love story.
It is. You know what's so funny, though, is that it was hilarious, because I related to the main character on different levels with it, with like her intellect and her like puzzle solving and stuff like that. And I was really excited to have a character like that. And then in the in the back in your acknowledgments, you like ponder if she's a sociopath, and I was like, oh crap.
I don't think she's a sociopath.
I don't think she is either.
Had to do a better job of not making her a sociopath on the page.
No, I think it was great though, and I really fell in love with Waverly and Marshall, which are the main couple in this one, and it's very, very good. I really like this one, and I haven't read The Replacement yet, but this was one I found and at a used bookstore, and I was like, oh, it's Brenna's book! I have to get it! So I'm excited to pick this one up too. All right, guys. So for those of you who are joining us,
wait. Did we not hear what Brenna was reading?
Oh my God, no.
Currently, I am reading a book called The Necromancer's House, and I believe it's by Christopher Bielman. It is an adult fantasy novel, and it is really hard to describe because, similar to Life in a Fishbowl, it is just really weird and delightful. Like, it's so strange. It's about a wizard, but not like a tropey wizard, like a really weird one. It's really good. I'm really excited to see where it goes.
That's awesome. That sounds great. And thank you, Len, for reminding me to give her a fair chance on that. Also, Brenna, I just have to let you know, everyone in the chat is saying how beautiful your hair is and how her hair is goals, and they love it. So just thought you should know.
Brenna, did you say trophy wizard or tropey wizard?
Trophy. No. I mean, he's also not a trophy wizard, and he probably would not be an ideal partner in any regard, or also win any prizes, but he's really interesting. He's a very interesting character.
Fantastic. I love it, because half of the fun of this is getting to hear about new books and adding them to your TBRs and just getting to talk to other book lovers about books. And so, all right, guys, so for those of you who don't know, who may be joining us on Book Battles for the very first time, this is a Jeopardy-style game show where we, being the authors, compete for all the glory. And the thing about this particular game show is that no points get taken away from you. Guessing is encouraged. You have about 10 to 15 seconds to answer the question. I'm not as strict on that, but you'll see how it goes. And you, the audience members, can also win prizes. And what are your prizes this time around, guys? It's copies of these wonderful authors' books. I've got copies of Places No One Knows, A Week of Mondays, and Scar Boys to give out, as well as the final question that you guys can answer is going to be a bundle of these author books. So you can win up to 3 books, guys. So remember, don't forget to follow me, Mikaley Osley, at MOZLEIGH, because that is how you will tweet in your answers. Look for the daily double questions and the final question at the end. Those of you who are old veterans and hats at this, help other people in the chat who may be new to this game show. Let's get started, shall we? So here are our categories this time around. We have YA realistic fiction, 2016 releases, Judge That Book, quotes, and ghost stories. YA realistic fiction will be about places and people in YA realistic fiction books. 2016, all of the answers will be books that were released in 2016. Judge That Book, you guys will be given a corner of a book, not a corner, but like a section of it, and then have to tell me what the whole book is based off that little section of the cover. Quotes are famous quotes that are from, almost all of them are classic books, but some of them aren't, but it's famous quotes, and you have to tell me what book they are from. And then ghost stories are books, all answers will be books that have ghosts in them.
Question.
Answer.
Are all the answers in here young adult novels? I mean,
No.
are they all? No. Okay, it's all.
No, they're not.
All genres.
I would say a good percentage of them are, but they are not all YA novels.
Got it.
Okay?
Yep.
Alrighty, so any other questions before we get started? Alright, so how we decide who gets to go first, it's a basic, simple thing of pick a number 1 through 20. And so we'll go in backwards alphabetical order, so Brenna can pick first.
18.
Okay.
9.
3.
All right, so I kid you not, 18 was my answer. So
I don't actually want to go first, but I won.
Okay. So Brenna, the only other rule is that you can pick anything from 100 to 400, but 500 and 600 are locked until the 100 through 400 questions are all answered in that category.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So you have your run of the mill with the questions.
Let's go ghost stories for 200.
Ghost stories for 200?
Yes.
You said 200? Okay. Bod is raised by ghosts in this Newbery Medal winning novel. Sorry for the typo.
The Graveyard Book. Or what is the Graveyard Book? Or
You don't have to answer the question. It's okay. You totally can if you want to feel like you're on Jeopardy. But yes, it is The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. She knew that right away. Look at her go.
Yay.
All right, then. The other thing is that, Brenna, you will get to answer 2 questions. If it gets wrong, if you get it wrong, play will move to Jessica. And then if Jessica gets it wrong, it moves to Len, and you guys can have a chance to steal the points. But if nobody gets it, then nobody gets the points. And then, Brenna, you get like 2 chances to start the category, then play will move to someone else. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. So, Brenna, you get to pick again.
Let's go ghost stories for 100.
Ghost stories for 100. This classic tale contains 3 timely ghosts and another ghost who warns the old Scrooge of their coming.
Christmas Carol. I like this ghost category. All the other ones are going to be horrible.
You're doing great. It is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Awesome. No, I love the play version of it, actually. It's one of my favorite shows to go watch, and my sister was in it as a kid, and I thought it was a great one. I was like, ghost stories. It's not your typical ghost story, but it works.
Patrick Stewart of Star Trek fame used to do an amazing one-man show version of A Christmas Carol. Did all the it was incredible. So if he ever does it again in tours, yeah, Patrick Stewart, A Christmas Carol, one-man show.
I bet some part of that is on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. He's brilliant.
So
Okay,
we can't, like, when that question comes up, we can't buzz in and answer, right?
No, it's just her. I'm
Okay.
sorry for that. I'm sorry. It's just her. Then play will move on. I apologize.
No apology. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't like start screaming out and cheating. So
No, that's okay. You're not cheating.
that's the only answer I'm gonna know all day was that last question.
That one. So, yeah, so what'll happen then is now play moves to Jessica, and Jessica gets a chance to answer. If she doesn't know it, then Len gets a chance to steal, then Brenna. That way we don't have everybody shouting over each other.
Yeah.
I found that doesn't work.
Yeah, I like that.
So, Jessica, now it is your chance to pick.
Okay. I'm going to do YA realistic fiction for 100.
YA realistic fiction for 100. Finch and Violet first meet in this location in Jennifer Nevin's All the Bright Places.
It's the top of the clock tower at their school.
Yes, indeed, it is. On top of the school's bell tower. I would have also taken, like, on top of the school's roof or something like that. But bell tower, way to get it specific. I feel that's awesome. I actually haven't read that book. I'm so scared, too, because everybody's like, it's a love or it's a hate book. But I don't know yet. Can you guys see it? How when the questions, they've changed colors? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Sort of.
one, they're darker ones that, yeah. It's purple. Yeah. Jessica, so you get to go again.
Okay, I'm going to do YA realistic fiction for 300.
For 300. I wonder why you guys are picking the categories you write in. Here we go, for 300. Oh, it's a daily double, guys.
Oh.
So this means you can get twice the points, Jessica. Park is listening to this English rock band when we are first introduced to him in Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell.
Oh, no. I don't know which band it is.
Okay, are you passing?
I'm passing. Yeah.
That's something.
Len, do you know?
It's an 80s thing is all I remember, but I'm just gonna go with Madness.
Is it Madness? Is that your final answer?
Sure.
It is not Madness, unfortunately. Brenna, do you know?
Not really. The Clash?
The Clash. It is not The Clash. This one might have been a question that was harder than 300. It's actually XTC.
Oh.
It's actually the very first word of the entire book is XTC.
No, it's not. It's I stopped trying to bring her back.
What?
I stopped trying to bring her back.
It's the first time a Parks thing. Wait, no, isn't it?
Oh.
Because he says, like, XTC is, like, not enough to drown out this noise. Oh, she's going to pull it off the shelf now. I'm going to get challenged.
Pete, stop trying to bring her back.
Oh, okay.
I think I should get the Daily Double for that.
I'll give you a bonus 100 for correcting me. Because it's my game show. That works. You get a bonus 100.
Woo.
Okay, so the Daily Double for you guys, the audience members here. So is this next question. Remember to tweet in the answer to me at mozleigh, the answer to this next question. I am typing it out on the chat, and then here we go. Also set in the 80s, this novel is told in hindsight, written by a boy in an aspiring rock and roll band. And you guys don't get to say. So also in this time, while you guys are trying to come with your answers, or if you've already tweeted the answer at mozleigh, feel free to, you guys can win a copy of one of these authors' lovely books if you do it. If you answer the question correctly, and the first answer gets it. But also, if you guys have any questions, feel free to type them out in the chat at any point during this game show for these lovely authors to answer, whether it is, you know, how they got started writing, what is their favorite toothpaste that they use, what they, you know, where do they live, what do they have any pets, you know, how do they write? Because I've talked to a lot of these authors, and they have some really awesome writing processes.
And really great toothpaste, too.
You have really great toothpaste, too? Yeah. I
Yes.
kid you not, I went to an author signing once, and somebody asked that question, and so it's just always stuck with me. And I was like, why do you want to know that? But okay.
I would love for someone to ask me that question.
Right? So, yes. Just
Well,
saying.
you know,
I have a question here. We'll ask this question, and then we'll reveal the winner. So, do you guys have a favorite author that you love to read?
I love Neil Gaiman. That's how I got that question.
Who do you love, Brenna?
Neil Gaiman.
Oh, I know. I love him too.
Lifetime favorites.
What about you, Jessica? Do you have one?
Yeah, it's Rainbow Rowell.
Oh, really? That's why she knew it.
I should have known the XTC one, though.
That's okay. It's okay. And Lev? Or Len?
Yeah, it's a tie between Brenna Yovanoff and Jess Brody.
Oh!
That's awesome. All right, guys, so I do, in fact, have a winner on Twitter for this one. And if you're smart, you'll have noticed and have paid attention. So here we go. The answer is, in fact, The Scarboys by Len Vlahos. And the hint for that one had to do with the fact that it was told in hindsight, which we talked about earlier, because there's a lot of other answers that people were giving. But the winner of that, the Bookish Babbler. So she's one of my BookTube friends. So congratulations, you have won yourself a copy of The Scarboys. So congratulations, Melissa. Yay. All right, that being said, play moves on, and Jessica, your turn is done. So then, Len, you get your shot at the game board.
Okay, for 100, I'll take Books by Len Vlahos.
Right?
Then, not on your screen because I'm seeing it right here.
I don't see that one.
Oh, all right, then we'll do judge that book cover for 100.
Judge that book for 100.
Oh, whoa.
Is it Animal Farm?
Is that your
was
final
my
answer?
guess.
That's my final answer.
It is indeed Animal Farm by George Orwell. Good job. That one had a lot of different variations, but that one, I don't know, that's the one that I most know, Animal Farm. Woo!
Okay, let's do that. Go ahead.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, wait, I have to go back and do it this way so it gets clicked on. Okay.
What?
I love those faces. Do you have any clue?
The only I know it's not because we're talking Vanilla Game and the ocean at the end of the lane is popping into my head, but I know that's not the cover. So no, I'm gonna have to pass this to Brenna.
Alrighty. Oh, the audience has it. The chat has it. Brenna, do you know?
No. Is it Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark?
That's a good
Scary
guess.
Stories to Tell in the Dark. Unfortunately, it is not that. Jessica, do you know?
Is it And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie?
And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. Unfortunately, no. The whole chat's got it. They're like, easy peasy. It's a monster by Patrick Ness.
Oh. Oh, there it is.
Yes, there it is in the corner there. That's okay. Alrighty then. So, play moves back to Brenna. You get to pick your poison.
Okay. Let's do YA realistic fiction for 200.
YA realistic fiction for 200. Oh, and here we have another Daily Double, guys. So pay attention, audience members, for your next question to win a prize. In Lauren Oliver's Before I Fall, Samantha gets the chance to relive this day of the week she died on over and over. Looking
Friday.
for the day of the week. What'd you say?
Friday.
Friday. Friday is correct. It is Friday.
Woo!
Nicely done.
I love that book, too.
What?
I love that one, too. That's one of my favorite books.
I know, me too. It's so good. So good. I loved it when she came to Tattered Cover. For those of you who don't know, Len is the owner of Tattered Cover Bookstore here in the Colorado area, and he and his wife do a wonderful job with it. And so Lauren Oliver came like a year ago, I think. I don't know. I really liked it. It was cool meeting her. Anyway, so guys, remember to tweet at mozleigh, MOZLEIGH. So the answer to this question. Similar to Before I Fall, this novel centers around a girl who relives a day over and over, only it's a Monday. Tweet at me. Oh, yay. Oh, I don't know if you guys know this, but my boyfriend Seth was here. He and I are long distance, and he was here for the very first episode of Book Battles when we premiered it, and so he was kind of like my guy in the chat and like telling people when they needed to tweet at things or certain things that were going on, and he now watches every single time from his house and does the same thing just online. So he just did it again. It makes my heart happy. So thank you, Seth. So yes. So tweet at mozleigh for your answers, and you can also give me a couple questions for the authors. Oh, I have frozen yogurt or ice cream is a question.
Oh. I like gelato.
Ice cream for Len, gelato. Oh my gosh, gelato.
Yeah.
I haven't had gelato in a long time.
So
now I need a pint.
good.
And
Yeah,
it's hot, too.
I like all the frozen desserts, like every single one of them.
Really? You don't
Yeah.
have a preference?
All of them are so good. I mean, sometimes like I'll be in a popsicle mood versus an ice cream mood, but I love a frozen dessert.
Nice. What else do we have? Some questions here. Can you give us a quick, like they want to know, like someone wants to know, like how do you get your ideas? Does anybody, like, just give me, like, how one idea came into your head. Do you remember a certain thing about that? I'm sure that's a question you guys get a lot.
The Unremembered trilogy started with a newspaper article, actually, about a girl who survived the plane crash.
Yeah.
And she was the only survivor, and I took that and I just started adding things to it, like what if she had no memories, and what if she, like, no one shows up to claim her and she has no identity, and what if she has, like, superhuman abilities, and it turned into my trilogy.
And just, like, took up on that, like, what if journey.
Yeah, the what if journey.
The what if journey. I like it.
Life in the Fishbowl started in almost exactly the same way, except it was an article about a guy who put his life up for sale on eBay because he was getting divorced. It was, here's my house, my car, all my friends, my pet, and I thought, what would it be like if someone had actual life for sale on eBay? So it was very similar to Unremembered.
In that same way. And what about you, Brenna?
Well, ideas are really weird for me because I always have a hard time tracing where I got them. I think my head is sort of like an attic or a junk shop where I store everything and let it kind of gather dust next to other things. And when two things sit together long enough, sometimes they become like a weird third idea. So like actually with The Replacement, I knew for a really long time I was interested in writing a contemporary changeling story, but I had no idea what it would look like. I had no idea what I wanted to say about it. But in high school, in 10th grade, we read the short story The Lottery by Shirley Jackson.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
So
we did that as a play.
also sat in my head for a really long time next to the changeling idea, and then one day I realized, like, okay, this is a changeling story, but it's actually a story about a really creepy town where something horrible is going on, but no one talks about it.
Oh, I like that idea. I like that a lot. That's so cool. We have a winner, by the way. Thank you guys for sharing those answers, because I think it's always really interesting where certain ideas come from. I think some people get it from images, some people get it, like you guys said, from articles, but I think it's really awesome to see where the origin goes and then how you guys translate that. So we do have an author, excuse me. We do have a winner, an answer was what I was trying to say. But the answer to this is A Week of Mondays by Jessica Brody, which comes out like in 4 days, guys. Get a copy. But the person who gets a copy now is Amy N. from Amy J. No 13. So congratulations, Amy, for winning a copy of A Week of Mondays. Yay, Amy!
Yay.
And thank you all for your answers as well.
And Mikaley, since you mentioned Tattered Cover, I should say that Jessica Brody will be at Tattered Cover Monday, August 1st in our Aspen Grove store at what time, Jess?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're very excited.
Yay!
We are very, very excited. So if anybody's in the Denver area, Aspen Grove area, I don't know a lot of Colorado booktubers. I know like at least one, and she and I go. So well, I'll be there.
Yay! 2 people.
But anybody else in town. So that being said, now that we've done that, we have, that was that question, and it was Brenna who was the one who answered it. So Brenna, you get a second go.
Oh, okay. Let's do quotes for 100. We haven't cracked this one open.
Ooh, everybody's so scared of quotes, usually with a booktubers.
I'm scared of it.
I can't go back to yesterday because I was a different person then. Silence.
Can it just be Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver?
That would be funny, but unfortunately it is not. Good guess though. Play goes to Jessica. Do you have a guess?
Yeah, I have no idea, so I'll just guess a random, like, Fault in Our Stars.
It is not The Fault in Our Stars, actually. Len.
I'll guess a random. Also, I'll give you The Sun by Jandy Nelson.
Oh, I love that book, but unfortunately it's not, guys. You got to think a little bit more classic.
Oh.
Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll.
Oh.
They got it in the chat. They're like, Alice in Wonderland. They got it. They know.
You're being shown up by that chat.
That chat, they are Googling these questions. I'm just saying.
I think everybody has to be like this in the game.
Some of them actually chart out their points to see who they beat in the end. I'm not kidding. All right, play moves to Jessica. You get to pick now.
Okay, I'll do with 2016 releases for 100.
Okay. Oh.
Whoop.
There we go. I got it. This July release continues the story of 3 beloved characters as adults and tell how a father and son must learn that darkness comes from unexpected places. The quote
Oh my
is like
God.
from the piece, the tagline of it.
I don't
You
know.
get it?
I don't know.
You gotta
Okay,
guess, or you
I'm
want
gonna
to pass?
guess. I'm gonna guess that it's Brenna's book.
Which one? Brenna's written many
one?
books.
The recent one. The all these places. What is it called? Sorry.
Places no one knows.
Places no one knows. Yeah.
I'm only telling you because it's incorrect. Unfortunately. Len, do you know?
No, and as a bookseller, this is really embarrassing that I have no clue whatsoever, especially since this is some kind of sequel.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, and since it's adult characters, I'm thinking it's not YA. I'm going to guess some kind of science fiction, but I got to pass it to Brenna. I have no idea.
Brenna, come on, tell me. I saw your face.
Len, the cursed child comes out.
Oh my God.
Oh, no!
Oh no, that's
Brenna, that was
horrible.
amazing.
That's horrible.
Len, you and I are fired. Like we're
Yeah.
fired.
You're just fired from Len.
Oh my gosh, that's just
I get
terrible.
brownie
Everybody in the chat was like, they're gonna laugh so hard when they hear what it is.
I get brownie points from Brenna for putting her in that same box with JK, right?
It's true. You get Brenna brownie point.
Brenna
Oh my
brownie.
God, that was funny.
That's
Also, by the
embarrassing.
way, they're calling you guys the cutest, and they love that you're friends. FYI.
We're friends.
All right.
I was friends with Brenna until just now. No, I love Brenna. I'm just kidding. I can't. I'm so embarrassed. So quickly move on.
It's okay.
Let's move on.
Move on. Jessica.
Okay. Despite my embarrassment, I will still go with 2016 releases for 200.
All right. This conclusion to the selection series was released in May.
The Crown. Yes.
Way to redeem yourself, girl. Way to redeem yourself. It is indeed The Crown. Well done. All right, Len.
Okay,
All
let's do ghost stories.
Oh, ghost stories. For how much?
Looks like for 300.
300. Unlike this author's other heroine, Suze is no princess. It is her job, Suze's job, to guide ghosts to the afterlife, even after she moves to California in this YA series. I'm looking for the name of the series.
Oh.
Total blank.
Total blank? Brenna.
I actually just straight up don't know this one, like, at all. So I'm going to say The Archive by Victoria Schwab, which is not it remotely.
It's not it, but that is a great, great book. So good. Oh, okay, the chat's confused too. Maybe this was just a hard one.
Is it Anna dressed in blood?
Oh, no. I
Okay.
should have done that. No, unfortunately. It's the Mediator series by Meg Cabot.
All right. Dang it.
Yep. That is okay. It is all good. That one's kind of a tricky one. There's like 6 books in the series too. So.
Yeah.
All right, Len, you have another crack at it.
Let's go YA realistic fiction for 400.
Okay. This human, or this character, I should have said, this character is the first person to tell Bianca she is the Duff in The Duff by Cody Keplinger. I'm looking for their name.
John.
John! Is it John? No! Great guess, though. Because that would have been a good one. Brianna, do you know? Or Brenna. Gosh, why did I just mess that up? Brenna, do you know?
Wesley.
Wesley! Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer. Do I need to know
Yeah,
his
it's
last
good, because it's right.
name? Okay.
Well
Good
done.
job.
400, wow.
Those
I
are
know,
very
400 points. We're getting
question.
up there. We're getting up there in the big bucks. Alrighty. Now that with that being said, play moves back to Brenna. You get to pick.
Okay.
They're like that annoying guy that makes out with him, the Scooby-Doo movie. They're talking about who is that in the duff. The actor is. The guy in the Scooby-Doo movies. That's not a valid answer, y'all. Okay.
Let's do 2016 releases for 300.
Alrighty. The dysfunctional fortune-seeking Plum family was introduced in March in this novel.
I have absolutely no idea.
That's okay. Do you need to pass?
I need to pass.
All right, Jessica.
Dang, I feel like I know this. Yeah, I'm going to pass. I don't know it.
Alrighty, Len.
The Plumbers.
You know, I love that guess so much. It's not actually. It's The Nest by Cynthia Prex-Sweeney.
Oh.
Yep. Really good. Like, all the librarians that I work with have not stopped talking about it. Just saying. So I gotta get my hands on it at some point. All right, Brenna. You again.
Let's do quotes for 200.
Quotes for 200. Here we are. I have hated words and I have loved them, and I hope I have made them right.
Oh.
It's a great quote.
Yeah.
I thought authors as yourselves would appreciate that one. Brenna, do you know?
No, I don't. I'm
Do you want
trying
to guess or do you want to pass? Or does it
guess.
matter?
Okay. I don't know. Pass.
Okay, Jessica.
I have no idea, so I'm going to randomly guess The Great Gatsby.
Oh, you know, that would have been a good one too, but unfortunately it's not The Great Gatsby. Len.
I have no idea either, but I'll guess a book about a writer. I'll go with Misery by Stephen King.
Oh. No, unfortunately, Jessica, I really thought you would have been the one to get this, considering this book is in a week of Mondays.
Oh, no! Yes, I love that book so much, too.
That's okay. It's one of Death's quotes in it.
Yeah, of course. He's the best narrator ever.
Best narrator ever. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, in a week of Mondays, Jessica's book, a book club is kind of a thing for one of the characters in the story, and the book thief becomes a source of conversation between the main character and her friend.
Yes.
So, yes.
Oops.
Rightly so, because it's a damn good book.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, Jessica.
Okay, I am going to go with, I can do 500 with YA realistic fiction now, right?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to do that.
Alrighty.
Take a gamble.
This girl is Rosie's best friend, the little sister she never had, in the graphic novel This One Summer by Mariko and Jillian Tamargi. It's considered YA realistic fiction because it's not like a typical graphic, it's not like fantasy or whatever. So, anybody wants to fight me on that, I will argue.
I have no idea, so I'm going to go with Beth.
Beth! Is it Beth? Unfortunately, it is not Beth. Len, do you know?
I don't know. I've met the Tamaki sisters. They're awesome.
You have?
I have. At the very first conference I ever appeared at, they were there. They're just very cool. I have no idea. I'm gonna guess Kyoko.
Is it Kyoko? No, it is not. Unfortunately, Brenna.
I should know this because this book is so good and I could tell you in 2 seconds, but I would have to cheat and I don't know.
Are you just holding it?
Cheat. Just
Let's find out what it
Don't
is.
you dare cheat. You can open it right now and I won't give you the points. You can announce it, what the answer
Yeah,
is.
I'm gonna find out what it is. Apparently it's windy.
It is wind. Oh, well, it is windy. So I don't know why I didn't go back to that answer page, but windy is the answer. I'm glad you read it aloud now because the answer page disappeared.
It's a really good book. I should have remembered what was inside it.
Shouldn't we all? Shouldn't we all? All right, Len.
Jess had two.
No, I
Oh,
haven't
you
had
had
two.
one? I'm so sorry. You're right.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for 600 YA realistic
Close
fiction.
out YA
I
realistic.
gotta redeem myself here.
You can do it. This rhyme is the phrase that first triggers Tara's OCD in Kissing Doorknobs by Terry Spencer Hesser.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Oh, that's a great guess. Great rhyme, but unfortunately it's not correct. You're in the right lane though.
Oh, okay.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Something, something, something. I don't have a
So
freaking clue.
You know that was a great rhyme, Len, but it's not the one
Yeah, I
in
know.
there. And Brenna.
As I was going up the stairs, I met a man who wasn't there.
I like that one too. Maybe you guys need to do poetry too.
Apparently.
It's step on a crack, break your mother's back.
That is close, yeah.
Yeah, you guys were all in the same lane, especially with the Liar Liar Pants on Fire. No, that's a great one of the very first books on mental illness I ever read. It came out several years ago. I think I was well, I won't age myself, but I was younger, and it came out, and it was the first time I had ever learned about OCD. It's called Kissing Doorknobs, and so she starts developing the habits of washing her hands and kissing doorknobs and counting, and it was really fascinating. So, if anybody wants an old, an oldie but a goodie of an original of those mental health books, it's very good. That being said, realistic fiction has been closed out, so now Len, you get to choose.
Yeah, well,
still big points on the board.
First, I think it's adorable that you don't want to age yourself.
I know. I was just I didn't say I read it when I was in 5th grade, and then I'm like, oh, that was only. I can't do math now.
Second, I'm gonna put in a plug for John Corey Whaley's Highly Illogical Behavior, which is also a book that deals with mental illness and anxiety disorder that came out this year, and beautiful, wonderful story, great characters, very quiet book, but well worth the read. So, all right.
Yes.
And I'll do this one. Every last word.
Oh my goodness!
Also about OCD. Amazing book.
I have such a hard time with that book. I loved it up until the twist at the end, and then I was like, there was so much frustration.
Such a good
No,
book.
that's a great one. While we're plugging mental books that deal with mental health, Brenna, do you have any?
Winter Girls by Laurie House Anderson is so fun.
It's a great book.
It is a very, I think, true but also very lyrical look at anorexia.
What was it again?
Winter Girls by
Winter
Laurie
Girls.
House
Okay, that's what I thought you said, but I wasn't sure.
It's a great book, and Laurie's coming to the tattered cover.
Oh, look! Jessica's pulling them off her shelf, and she's coming? Yes.
All right, let's judge that book for, I think 300 is the next available category there.
Yes, it is. I was just about to ask. Way to get back on track.
Whoa!
It's not that. I was going to say Grasshopper Jungle, but it's not Grasshopper Jungle. I'm going to say Grasshopper Jungle.
Grasshopper Jungle. It is not Grasshopper Jungle.
Brenna's checking her shelves.
No, but it's not there. It's not the House of Leaves, but I'm just going to say House of Leaves anyway.
I really like House of Leaves, but it's not House of Leaves, unfortunately.
Is it The Help?
The Help?
Yeah, by Catherine Stockett.
Oh, no, it is not, actually. It was the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Oh, right!
Oh.
The dragon is right in between the girl with the dragon.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That was hard.
Yeah, those, yeah. It's hard when it's out of perspective like that. Len.
Quotes for 300.
Quotes for 300. And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good.
Jess looks like she knows it.
She at least recognizes it, I think. They're laughing at the collective, oh, win on answers revealed. Because they have it a little bit behind. So it's fun to see.
Oh.
I believe the correct answer is the song "Perfect" by Alanis Morissette. I don't know.
You know, no, but that's okay. Brenna.
I don't know either, but I'm guessing Little Women.
Ugh, I love
Good
that
guess.
book. That would have been a great one. Unfortunately, it's not the correct answer. Jessica, do you know?
No, I'll take a random guess and say Sense and Sensibility.
Ugh, again, another good one. But no, actually, it's East of Eden by John Steinbeck.
I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah. It's actually my favorite classic, but that's just me. That's one of my favorites. That's a selfish plug. Okay. Anyway, play moves back to Brenna.
Mostly hard categories left.
Yeah, they do supposedly get harder.
Let's try ghost stories for 400.
Those stories for 400. This book revolves around the seventh daughter of the seventh daughter, who suddenly builds a relationship with a boy, only he's not as alive as she hoped. Again, another typo. I apologize.
Is it Flora Segunda?
No, it's not Flora Segunda, actually.
Well, that's my guess, because it's the only one I can think of.
That's okay, you know? Again, we're mentioning great books here. Jessica.
I pass. I have no idea.
Len.
This is not right, but Seventh Son by Orson Scott Card.
Oh, no, it is not, but another good one. It's actually called The Secret Life of Sparrow Delaney by Suzanne Harper. A great YA book about this girl who inherits the ability to talk to spirits, and her 6 sisters are other psychics as well, and she doesn't want to be a psychic, and she falls in love with this boy, and then this ghost comes into her life, and yeah, mayhem happens.
That's cool.
Brenna. Oh. Why aren't you going? Okay. There we go. Brenna.
Let's do ghost stories for 500.
Ghost stories for 500. This story begins with a warning from a ghost to his son to avenge his death and reclaim the crown stolen by his father's murderer.
Hamlet.
Yeah, it's Hamlet. I thought that description might have been a little vague, but you got it. Well done, girl.
I have a complaint about that one actually, because that's not a book. Book Battles.
It is a book. It can be book in book format.
That's true. It could be yeah. All right.
I have a complaint that it wasn't worth 500 points. I might say.
Well, it's there. Jessica.
Oh, it's me?
Yes,
okay. I'm going to go with Judge That Book by 400.
Because, Brenna, you did the last 2 ghost ones, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm sorry, one more time, Judge That Book, you
Judge
said?
That Book for 400 because I'm so good at this category. Is it Pride and Prejudice?
No, unfortunately it's not Pride and Prejudice. Although that could fit. Len.
Was that a clue that could fit?
No, that was not a clue.
Oh, Time Traveler's Wife.
Not a clue.
The
Time
Traveler's Wife.
Time Traveler's Wife. Unfortunately, it is not that. Brenna.
Mirror Mirror by Gregory Maguire.
You are actually the closest one. It is not correct, but you were in the closest genre. It is a fairy tale retelling, The Sleeper and the Spindle. I don't know why that says Spindler. Sorry, Sleeper and the Spindle by Neil Gaiman.
Those are hard, these cover ones.
I know. I'm really familiar with them.
Like these ones because they love that it's a certain part of the book and they think it's creative. So
it is cool. They're hard.
Did the chatters get that one?
Only one person got it.
Yay for that.
And what's funny is I knew that she would be like the one out of all of them because she was the one I heard about that book from, and I was like, oh, she's in the chat. Oh, she's gonna get that one. So well done, Casey. And then Jessica again.
Yeah, it's me again. So I'll do two 2016 release is 400.
This new February release from the author of Life of Pi is told through the voice of memory.
Oh. I didn't even know he had a new book out.
Len looks like he's trying to figure it out over here.
I have no idea.
Len.
I'm going to be so mad when you reveal the answer because I can picture the book. Jan Martel. I'm not coming up with a title. I can see it on the shelf though.
So I should have put this in the Judge That Book cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all you, Brenna.
Brenna.
You're the closest, Len. I didn't even know that this book existed until right now, so I do not know what it is.
Well, would you guys like to know?
Yes.
Yes, I want to read it.
Portugal.
Never. Oh my gosh.
If I wasn't like in my like corner of computers, it's across my room on my other shelf over there.
That is the correct answer.
It's supposedly really good. I mean, some people are saying not as Life of Pi good, but you know, Beatrice and Virgil, which is his other one, and it's pretty good. I have yet to pick it up. That being said, Len.
All right, let's go 2016 releases for 500.
Here we go. Written from the perspective of 4 teenagers, this February release recounts the tale of the largest loss of life on a single ship in history.
The Lusitania?
The Lusitania. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
It is not the Lusitania. Great guess, though. Brenna.
Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys.
It is Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. Well done. Holy crap, Brenna. You're
I
racking up.
was like 30% sure of that, okay?
30% got you 500 points.
She's kicking our butts, Len.
No kidding.
Len, you get another crack at it.
Let's close that category out. 2016 releases.
This May sequel centers around an aspiring investigative journalist who lives in Metropolis and has a secret friend she calls Smallville Guy.
I don't know the book, so I'm just going to guess Lois.
Great guess. It is not correct.
Superman Returns.
Oh, it's Brenna's turn.
Oh, it is? Oh, sorry, Brenna.
It goes back to Brenna and then to Jessica.
She's gonna totally steal my right answer now.
Do it.
No, this is really bad because I know who the author is. I almost know what the title is. I am blanking on it so hard. If I say the author, maybe Jess will get it.
You can do that. I have no qualms about that.
I doubt it.
It's by Gwenda Bond, and it has a really snazzy, catchy title that's like a phrase that you would hear, and I can't remember what it is. Like an action phrase.
Do you have a guess off of that one you want to formulate, Jess?
Stop or I'll shoot. Is that actiony?
Yes, that's
not.
in that vein.
I will say Len is the closest. It's Lois Lane Double Down.
That's it.
It's Double Down, yeah. Guys, it's an excellent book series, and I'm partial to Gwenda Bond because she was actually one of the very first authors to like ever retweet my channel, and she actually made a GIF of me reviewing her book, and it was just really nice, and she's great. And so I love this series too. It's really, really good. But yes, it is Lois Lane. It's a retelling of her as a teenager. Great YA series. Alrighty, so now that we've done that, Brenna, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we're right. Okay, sorry, I thought for somewhere I'd messed up. But Brenna, you're next. Pick one.
Okay. I can't see because the little window
The
bar.
people are in the way. So Judge That Book has 600, Quotes has 600, and Ghost Stories has 600.
Okay, I'm going to take that last Ghost Stories one.
All right, let's close out Ghost Stories. This novel has a ghost named Dilbert Grady who tries to possess human inhabitants of his hotel.
Well, it sounds like The Shining. But I have some...
It might be like, of the hotel, I think, is better. Sorry, phrase. What did you say your guess was?
Well, it sounds like it should be The Shining.
Is that your guess?
It is my guess.
Well, good, because that's the correct answer.
Okay, but let me tell you about The Shining, because I'm a huge Shining geek about this. Delbert Grady doesn't really possess anyone, but the hotel possesses a lot of people.
Okay, then I apologize for the confusion on that one, because I always thought that Dilbert Grady, possessed them because he was a part of the hotel. That might have been a misunderstanding on my part, though.
Well, the movie makes it look very strongly like that, too.
Okay, but the book doesn't do that. I just thought, because I've seen both and, done both, but I just maybe was jaded from it. So I apologize. Glad you got it. Thank you for correcting me. You still get the point.
I think Jessica and I should combine scores at this point.
For sure.
Guys, there's still chances, and we still have one more hidden daily double.
Oh, okay.
So Brenna.
Oh, I'm gonna go Judge That Book for 500.
Judge That Book for 500.
I don't even know what that is. It kind of looks like wings. I don't know. I'm gonna pass.
Pass. Oh, the chat's got it. Chat's ding, 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 ding.
They're smarter than us.
Is it me?
Yes, Jessica.
Is it Eclipse by Stephanie Meyer?
Really good guess because it's got the same color scheme, but it is not correct. Len.
Is it Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins?
Again, really good guess. Unfortunately, it's actually Red Rising by Fear.
Oh, dang.
I know that one.
Yeah, me too.
And it was a part of a wing. Good job,
Also
Brenda.
wing.
It was a wing. It was a wing, Brenda. Yes, it looked like that, but because the feathers and it's a different color red.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice, though. Good job. Jessica, you get to take your guesses.
Okay. I will do Judge That Book for 600.
Let's close that one out.
Oh.
My favorite is this. When people get this close, they're like, what is this?
I don't. Is it Game of Thrones?
It is not Game of Thrones. Len.
Yeah, I was thinking in that sort of same idea. I'm trying to remember the book by Sabah Tahir, and I don't think that's it, but I'm gonna guess that book by Sabah Tahir.
An Ember in the Ashes is what you're thinking.
That is what I'm thinking of. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a great book. I have the arc to her sequel, but it is not An Ember in the Ashes. Brenna.
I was going to guess both those things, which are apparently wrong, so I will guess The Wrath and the Dawn and also be wrong.
Those are all incorrect. The chat, some people got it and some people haven't, so it's a good 600 question. The invention of Hugo Cabret.
Oh.
Down at the bottom there, which you guys can't see it necessarily, but you can see the tops over Len's head. It's Len in my view. But over the heads there, that's where it is. Yep. With that being said, you have to pick the 400 quotes because
That's
it's
right.
not taking
Okay. Yeah, so 400 quotes.
You never really understand a person until you consider things from their point of view, until you climb in his skin and walk around in it.
Oh. I know this one. Is it Dumplin' by Julie Murphy?
No, it is not Dumpling. I just got that book, but I just bought it. But no, it is not dumpling. Len.
It's a kind of slightly generic quote. I'm going to go with Noggin by John Corey Whaley.
I've never heard of that one. That being said, it is
finalist,
not correct.
Finalist for the National Book Award. So,
really? Okay,
yeah.
I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down. It is not correct, however, but I'm writing it down. Brenna.
Atticus Finch, To Kill a Mockingbird.
That's my girl!
Oh, yeah.
Well done. Yeah, the chat had that one too.
Oh, gosh.
Alrighty then. That being said, Len, you can have your pick. You can do 500 or 600 first.
I will choose Like It Freaking Matters 500.
It does matter, because this is our last Daily Double, guys.
Woo!
So you in the audience, you have a chance to win after this one. Not this one, the next one. Next question. Okay? An artist's only concern is to shoot from some kind of perfection and on his own terms, not anyone else's.
It's like the second perfection quote I've gotten.
Yeah.
Like to shoot for some kind of perfection on his own terms. Book about an artist. The Girl with a Pearl Earring.
No, that's a great book. Unfortunately, it's not the answer. Brenna, do you know?
This one is one of those where it seems super familiar, and then I have no idea. I just only feel like I should know it.
Okay.
Do something with it.
Do you want to pass then?
Yeah.
Jessica, for 1,000 points.
What? 1,000 points?
Double. You get double.
It feels like it's like a classic of some sort. So I don't know. I'll go with The Picture of Dorian Gray.
No, unfortunately, it is not. It is actually Franny and Zoe by J.D. Salinger.
I would have never gotten that.
Yes, Salinger! I wouldn't have gotten Franny and Zoe. I was going to guess Raise High the Roof Beams Carpenter.
But, Brenna, you really like Franny and Zoe, though.
I really like Franny and Zoe.
That's okay. It's a good quote from there.
This is my book moment.
Len is eating pretzels. He's entertaining himself. He's like, I'm done. We're going to eat pretzels now. That being said, audience members, this is your time to tweet at me, Mikaley Osley, MOZLEIGH, with the answer to this next question. Franny and Zoe are the names of the dream-traveling main character's pet tarantulas in this novel. That being said, I do have a couple more questions from the audience while we're waiting for them to answer this particular question. Ow, I just poked myself in my pen.
I feel like I know this one.
Do you know this one?
I might.
I do. I know it.
So I have another question. Some of our viewers want to know if you listen to music while you're writing, and if you do, what music?
I do, and I do that obnoxious thing where I will just pick a song, and I don't know how I pick them. There's something about a certain song that will feel right for that work that I'm doing, and then I will listen to it so many times that I effectively just kill it. I can't listen to it again for several years.
I like that. I would do that with homework assignments. If I had to write a really long essay or something, I'd pick one song and listen to it on repeat. And so you're not alone in that. It's just a different kind of writing. Jessica or Len, do you guys listen to music?
I can't. It's just too distracting. So I actually listen to white noise with what's called brain entrainment underneath, which kind of
really?
syncs your brain to a certain state. I do a focus one or a creative state. But I do listen to music when I'm writing the book when I'm not writing. So over the course of writing a book, I create a playlist for it, and anytime I'm not writing, I'm in the car, I'll listen to it just to keep me in the headspace of the book.
Oh, I like that a lot, actually. I know that some authors are putting their playlists in the back of their books now, what they've listened to, which is really interesting. I know Veronica Roth did it, right?
Yeah, and I think she did, yeah. And on for a week of Mondays, actually, the playlist is getting posted during the blog tour next week. So
is it? Oh, yay!
Yeah.
I always love listening to them. It's kind of a different way to get in the author's head.
Yeah.
And what about you, Len?
I can't listen while I'm drafting. I usually, if I'm writing, I actually like to be in a kind of it's kind of similar to white noise, but in a public place with a lot of ambient sound, but where I don't know anybody. But I can and do listen to music when I'm editing, not drafting, but editing. And then it's just got to be something mellow. Most recently, it's been Bob Marley's Legend. I listened to that while editing a lot recently. So
nice, awesome. I really like that to listen. Again, it's a different kind of way to get in the characters' heads, or way to get into your guys' heads too. And music is just a different kind of art to be able to do that with. I think that's cool. And then the white noise thing, I'll have to check that out because I didn't know there were like specific ones as well.
Yeah, I have a blog post all about it on my blog, so you can.
Oh, do you?
Go looking for it. Yeah, it's called Hacking the Magic, and it's all about like how to use brain entrainment to get yourself into the writing zone.
And what's your blog? Is it Hacking the Magic?
No, that's the name of the post. It's just go to jessicabrody.com, and then you can click on blog, and it's probably one of the earlier ones. Yeah.
So do that, people. And I'm going to. That being said, we have a winner. And so the winner to this answer was Places No One Knows was the answer to it by Brenna Yovanoff. And the winner is Taylor from @TaylorFriedEggs. So well done, Taylor. Congratulations. You have won yourself a copy of Places No One Knows by Brenna Yovanoff. Awesome. So that being said, Len, your last one for 600 points.
Yeah, whatever. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Maybe there is a beast. Maybe it's only us.
Oh.
That's very familiar.
It should be.
Should be?
I mean, maybe. You know, I don't know. I have such a glass face. It's so hard for me. I'd be terrible in Vegas. Do you have a guess?
No, I mean Dante's Inferno, American Gods. No, I don't have a guess. So.
Okay. Brenna.
Lord of the Flies?
Lord of the Flies is correct by William Golding.
Brenna,
So,
sweet.
that being said, that is the end of our game board that we have here. And right now, I'm going to total up the points.
You don't really have to put
Yes, that's okay.
You can just put
I do.
Brenna's score up because Brenna has earned some glory.
The audience members like to see if they beat the person who won it.
Oh.
You'll see. We still have to do the final question, though, so at the very least, they can win their prizes. That being said, if you guys want, this is kind of the portion where we take a moment to shout out to anybody. I know we've done some book plugs for people, but if you have any personal ones or just wanting to say hi to somebody or thanks, whatever, you guys can take turns. If you want, Brenna, you can go first while I do math.
I can't think of one off the top of my head, but Len is right. Everyone should read Illumina. He told me to read it like in November, and I just read it a month ago, and I'm super late to the party, but it is really, really good.
Oh my gosh, Illumina? Yes, I can't wait for Gemini to come out too.
So good.
So good. Jessica?
Okay, I'll do a shout out to Mary Van Aken, my publicist, who has been putting together the most amazing blog tour for a week of Mondays next week, and she's been so hard at work at it, and thank you. And I also want to shout out, just as like a plug, October 15th is the very first Colorado Teen Book Con, right? That's what we're calling it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited!
Yeah. Colorado Teen Book Con, there's like amazing authors, and I'm on a panel with Nicola Yoon, who I'm just like so excited about, and many other brilliant authors. So if you guys are in the Denver area, you guys should definitely come. It's at Littleton High School, October 15th.
I cannot wait. Cannot wait for that. Oh, it's going to be so cool. Len.
Yeah, and I'm just going to give a shout out to wherever your fellow booktubers and chatters are watching, to indie bookstores all across the country. Just they're an awesome breed, and you don't get authors coming to your towns. generally speaking, without a bookstore there. So just remember that. Go out and support your local bookstore.
Absolutely.
Yay, indie bookstores. Gotta love them. Okay, that being said, so here we are with the final questions for Book Battles Episode 7. And right now, how the final question works is you can bet as much or as little as what you have. You will lose it if what you get is incorrect, and but you will gain it if you get the answer correctly. The biggest thing that I can say about the final questions is that the category is a hint. You gotta just look into it, because it's not the questions are vague in the sense of the clues are hidden in the question and in the category itself. So, and audience members, you answer once we reveal what the final question is. You get to answer it and tweet at me, Mikaley Osley, for a bundle package of a copy of all of these, one of each of these authors' books, so 3 books total. That being said, so right now in first place we have Brenna with 3,800 points, which is one of the highest scorings I've ever had on Book Battles. If I can just.
Woo! I don't know how to react because I didn't expect to do well.
I know, you kept saying that. Jessica is in second place with 400 points.
Yay!
And Len is in last place.
I can't hear you. Blah, 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 blah.
But the benefit of being there, Len, you get to pick the category.
I get to pick the category. Well, first of all, Brenna, you are my new hero.
Right.
All right, so clearly Clary's time stopping.
So here are the 3 categories. So you can pick, and then once he picks, you guys will take you can take out your cell phone or a pen or something and just write down the amount you're wagering for it. And then once you have your things all wagered, I will reveal the question, and you'll write down your answer, and the audience members will tweet at me their answers. And then when everybody has an answer, we will reveal it and do the math. Somebody will win 3 books, and then we will have a winner of Book Battles.
Okay, we're going to do time-stopping towns.
We're going to do time-stopping towns. Okay, so time-stopping towns. So now take your time and write how much you wager. Brenna, you have 3,800. Jessica, you have 400. Len, you have 100. And it's still technically anybody's game, depending on how much people wager. Technically.
I have nothing to write. I have nothing to write with, so I'm marking the page in the book. So that's the number.
Fine. That's okay. Some people use their cell phones. Some people, it's okay. I trust you guys. If I didn't, we would have other problems with the. Does everybody have a wager?
Yes.
Okay. Time-stopping towns. Here we go. In what U.S. town do the Midnighters reside? I'm looking for the name of the town. You can give me the state if you want as well, but I'm just looking for the name of the town. So don't forget to tweet at me, viewers, for a book bundle of these lovely authors' awesome books. And that being said, I've read Places No One Knows, Garboys, and A Week of Mondays. And you guys know me from my channel. If I don't like a book, I don't say so. And I do like all of these books. They're very different. All of them are very different. I also have the replacement, Boys of Summer, as well as Len's newest one, which is coming out in January, Life in a Fishbowl, and I'm working through those right now. And I'm enjoying them.
I don't have Len's latest one. Len.
Oh, I feel special.
Monday. You will get one on Monday.
He keeps promising me that. I don't believe him anymore because he promises me every time.
Come on, be nice.
Every time. No, I'm really excited. I've been reading that one so far. I'm going to read Boys from Summer, too, and The Replacement. But The Replacement is hard for me because it sounds like not quite my thing, but I liked Places No One Knows, so I just go into it because you got to try.
It's very different from Places No One Knows.
Is it? Okay. Well, we'll see. You know, I don't know. I'm just not a bit, like, elves are not my thing. But I know it's not elves. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to try it. I'm excited.
Elves aren't my thing either.
They aren't. Interesting.
No. This is why it took me so long to write a Changeling story.
But you just had to do it.
I had to do it.
All right. We have a winner here on Twitter. Do you guys all have an answer?
Yes.
Brenna, yes?
I don't know the answer.
Don't reveal your answer. You wrote it down, right?
Oh, I have to write it down. I don't have it.
Oh, that's okay. I trust you.
I don't know it. I don't know it anyway.
Okay.
The question or to our wager? I wrote down my wager.
Yeah, an answer to the question.
Write both your wager and the answer down.
Oh, okay.
Are you good?
Well, I need to write something down.
Okay.
I'll go first because I didn't write anything down.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I'm gonna reveal the answer and then you show me what you wrote.
Okay.
Like on Jeopardy.
I'll be honest. I didn't get it.
You didn't get it. Okay. Well, what'd you wager then?
I wagered 400.
400. There you go. Good job, Jessica. All right. For those of you who do have an answer written down, it is Bixby, Oklahoma is the answer for Midnighters by Scott Westerfield. Oh my gosh! Len
Just
got
kidding.
it!
Yay, Len!
You cheated!
I cheated.
It.
And here's the saddest thing about cheating is I had originally written down 0 as my wager, and if I hadn't cheated, I would have come in second place. But I cheated, so I should be disqualified.
That's the first time that someone has ever cheated on Book Battles. Len have made history.
No, Mikaley, it's the first time you know about someone cheating.
That's right.
True. That is really true. Really true. So that being said, Brenna, do you have an answer? I just have to subtract your points if you didn't get it right.
Well, I should have wagered everything because that would have been the honorable thing to do, but I totally chickened out, so I wagered. I don't know if you can see this. My camera is
500.
really...
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right, and then the winner that we had on Twitter is actually Bryn from Bryn's Bookshelf. So congratulations, Bryn, for getting it. Bryn has also won previously on Book Battles. She won a Daily Double, I believe, a couple episodes ago. And so she also has a great BookTube channel. So congratulations, Bryn, you won the book bundle, and congratulations to the other winners. I will be contacting you via Twitter soon, so make sure you follow me, and I will follow you so we can chat. Guys, Brenna is the clear, wonderful winner here, so if we can give a round of applause for Brenna, and the chat is going crazy for you right now, Brenna, saying you're the Book Battles queen.
She is.
Well done. You did so well.
Expected.
So congratulations, guys! Thank you so much for joining me, both of you live viewers and you authors. This was one of the best episodes of Book Battles. I had so much fun, and so just to close out, I would love it if you guys just said your names again, some of your books, and any final thoughts that you had. So Brenna, our winner, why don't you go first?
I'm Brenna Yovanoff. I have written The Replacement, The Space Between, Fiendish, Paper Valentine, and Places No One Knows, and thank you so much for having me on Book Battles. It was an absolute blast.
Yay, thank you. And Jessica?
I'm Jessica Brody. I'm the author of The Karma Club, My Life Undecided, 52 Reasons to Hate My Father, The Unremembered Trilogy, Boys of Summer, A Week of Mondays, and the forthcoming Addie Bell's Shortcut to Growing Up, my first middle grade. And I just want to say this was like really well put together, like super professional. I love the PowerPoint. I mean, whatever you used, it was amazing.
Thank you.
So I had a lot of fun, even though Len and I are big losers. But it was super fun.
It's not the fun.
I've never had this much fun losing before. I'll just say that.
Yay! I'm glad to hear it. And Len.
Since I got exactly one question right and only 100 points, my name is Chris Howard, and I'm the author of Nightspeed and the Rootless Trilogy.
I'm going to tell him you said that. I'm going to tell him.
Oh, I love Chris. Maybe he's watching. No, I'm Len Vlahos. I'm the author of The Scar Boys, Scar Girl, and the forthcoming Life in a Fishbowl. And it really was fun. So thank you very much for having us.
Oh, it's my pleasure, guys. And so I'm Kales from KalesKorner. Guys, join us next time for Book Battles. I'm going to have a special announcement of what we're doing for August. If you authors could just stay on the line for a moment while I go off the air. Thank you, guys, and until next time, bye!
Bye!